very good Friday morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Odon here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. I'll get that right. Can't even tell you what the name of the show is. Friends, it's early on a Friday. Wow. Good morning to you and welcome to the big broadcast here for Friday, June the 10th, 2022. We thank you very much for dialing us up here on the YouTubes, as the kids say, right? YouTube, Twitter, and we are streaming to the Facebook page. Certainly, if you can, go ahead and give a like and subscribe to the YouTube page as well as the Facebook page. We will be going until about 8:45. Again, I am on the NJ morning show, New Jersey morning show, njonair.com. That's where you can find that program beginning at 9 o'clock from 9 to 10. So it's end just a little bit early. Just to kind of set the computer up and go ahead and get things connected with them. So with that said, we are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Thank Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the place you can get any and all information in beautiful downtown Cranford. And I'm sure he will be extremely busy. Again, today it's supposed to be a very, very nice looking day. Some changeable situation for the weekend. So John is actually off today. So we gave Johnny a day off. He's making it a 3-day weekend here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So I will be filling in again for Johnny. He's giving me the forecast. He's also got the beach and boat report as well put in for those heading down the shore out to the beaches of Long Island or even southwestern Connecticut. So with that said, we are very busy yet again early on a Friday morning. Let's go to the maps and we'll go to the incident page here. So this is the deal we're talking about here. First is New Jersey just jumping off the screen. I mean, like literally as I was setting up the show, it just got busier and busier with 3 new issues coming in here this morning. The first is an overturned tractor trailer west on 78, west of exit 17. That's from Route 31 in Clinton and Annandale. We got 2 left lanes are shut there. That's about a 15 to 20-minute delay. Also, the Parkway, we have another crash going south of 143 in Irvington, and a new problem here on the George Washington Bridge, and that's for the lower roadway just coming up before the toll plaza. It looks like we've got a lane down, and then we've got truck routes 1 and 9, the down pole, down wires, and that is closing up that ramp to Broadway this morning. So that's kind of like the inbound side there. So again, really a tough morning here. A couple of different places, the Parkway as well as 78. So we have a crash also on the Parkway express lanes north of the Asbury Toll. So I think we have cameras at all of these locations except for the George Washington Bridge, although I think we can take a peek from the camera from our friends at the Fort Lee Police Department. So let's start it off here on 78. And this is, again, going to be in the Clinton-Annandale area as you come into 31. This flipped over tractor trailer. I think this camera is probably a little bit too far west of where we need to be, although there is a lot of heavy traffic here. This is going eastbound into that rubbernecking delay for that tractor trailer. Again, this is going west here. So we're past the accident. If my friends at DOT, maybe they turn the camera around, possibly. I just don't know if they're able to actually see anything here this morning. But we'll keep an eye on that. So now this is the area in question. Again, we're on YouTube and Facebook. So the comments section, let me just open that up now. And there we go. Comments are open. Again, please go ahead and leave a comment and say hello. Just tell me where you're watching us from. Maybe you could do a little personalized traffic report for you here at 7:05. So again, we're probably looking at maybe about 10 minutes or so as you come down the hill in towards exits 18 and 17. 17 is really for Route 31. So it's in that whole general area coming down the bottom of the hill. So you got to be really careful here as you approach into Annandale. Unfortunately, Route 22 and 78 at this point are the same roadway. So kind of just have to kind of grin and bear it here at this point going west. And then there's that eastbound delay I just showed you getting in towards Route 31. All right, so we took care of that problem for the early morning hours there for our friends in Hunterdon County. Let's go to this Parkway crash this morning on the area of Irvington. Spin it back over here, and that is going to be right in here. And you know what? With that George Washington Bridge problem, Let me just give you the fresh numbers here at the George. We're well over an hour because we're earlier. Another problem on the eastbound Cross Bronx that has been cleared. So looking at an hour for the upper, about 40 for the lower, 20 at the Lincoln and 20 at the Holland. Again, you can see it's a little bit lighter than certainly what we see during the week because it is Friday. It's a gorgeous start to the Friday morning ride. So I think a lot of folks are going ahead and making it a 3-day weekend as Johnny Rocco is. So John, enjoy the weekend, my friend. We'll see you back here in the Weather Center on Monday. So let's go to the Turnpike. No, I don't want the Turnpike. We were right on with the Parkway before. All righty then. Let's see what we got. Parkway. You know what? As I'm passing this Asbury toll situation, let's just see what's causing any delays. Nope, that is gone. This was the local side over here, so that's out of the way for you. We're gonna go 140. Don't think it's gonna be. There's no cameras there, but this is showing you the backup though. You see that traffic moving away. That's heading south into 143 just before Route 78. And Alexandra, good morning and welcome. As always, our first person to comment here on the show. We thank you so much for the support and very big and good morning. Happy Friday to you getting in towards the weekend. Any big weekend plans? Maybe going to AC or headed down to the Shore House? Let us know. All right. But the Parkway at this point really jammed back to Route 280. Let's see if we can bring up this camera here. Yeah, look at that south. There, for your morning ride, there's really not too many times that you see northbound moving so much better than going south, except for a situation like this with this accident being cleared. Let me show you what it is back to 280. Of course, that doesn't work. Oh, come on. 69. We got pictures back from the moon, but we can't get stuff from East Orange. I digress for the first time. Look at that southbound side, just absolutely hammered here into 145. Let's go see if it gets back to 147. We're not there yet, but depending on how long, another 15 minutes or so of that crash still being out there, this is going to back up coming out of Bloomfield into East Orange out at 147. So a tough start for our friends here on the Parkway. When you thought maybe you were going to get just a bit of a break, no deal. Northbound side is actually pretty heavy here, getting past 148 through 150, a little heavier out towards the Brookdale service area. Eastbound 3, a little heavy here at Route 21. Let's go back to the incident list. I'm going to go here on the truck routes 1 and 9. I know there's some cameras throughout this location. Let's see here. What do we got? No AC or Shore House. I have COVID. Oh, no, Alexandra. Feel better, yes. Oh, my goodness. Hope it's not a serious case of COVID. I had it earlier in the year in January, and certainly was not severe, but it was a little bit of a challenge. Not going to say. The biggest thing for me was the fatigue was one of the biggest issues, and I lost my sense of taste and smell for at least a month or so. So, but hopefully I have a mild case of it. And you'll be back heading down the shore for next weekend. So everyone, say a little prayer for Alexandra here that she is good here with the COVID, unfortunately. And, this uptick in COVID is kind of a little alarming, at least to me, but we'll not get into that discussion because that's going to lead us down a path that none of us want to head down. But yeah, it's you're about the third person I've heard in the last 3 days who said that they have COVID. So it is definitely going around. Maybe that's the verbiage we got to use these days. Back before there was such a thing as COVID, there's something going around, right? There's just something going around, and then you just had to avoid it, right? Like the stomach bugs or whatever. But we don't want to talk about any of that, right? So let's see here. No video. That's probably why, because the camera's out because the down utility pole and wire. So I'm not sure if it's. See if this camera here shows anything. Here's what my question is, and that's not a good looking image whatsoever. My question I have is whether it's actually I believe that the ramp from Broadway or to the Skyway, Broadway, this whole thing is shut down. So I think it's also closing the exit off the inbound Skyway, because if we go to the maps here, um, go to the maps, computer really not playing nice here this morning, not playing nicey nice at all. It's getting warm awfully fast, and I just don't know what to do. I maybe I just had too many tabs open or something. I'm not sure. Again, it's a 8-year-old computer, so that's probably why. So see, what I'm thinking is here, and as crazy as this sounds, see, someone's reporting an accident here on the Skyway. I think it's this ramp from the Skyway to Broadway is shut, so people are not sure where to go, because then it goes from red straight into green into the covered roadway, and you're fine until you get out to Jersey Avenue, with about 15 minutes there for the Lincoln Tunnel. So yeah, and I think the power issues are affecting the cameras as well. So a little bit of a tough ride there on the Skyway. If you're heading to the Holland, I would say go with the Bay Extension, is going to be a little bit easier for you. Now you can see what that is doing here at the George with that problem on for the lower roadway here this morning. That is going to be a big old mess. Let's see if we can bring up that George Washington Bridge camera from our friends at the Fort Lee Police Department. And I think this is a taped version of that broadcast. We begin our broadcast day. There's the George this morning from our friends over at Fort Lee Police Department. And so it looks like it's right before the lower roadway to the toll plaza. But again, you see that upper level is absolutely hammered here this morning. All right, so we're going to close out of that. I don't want to get in trouble with the police department from Fort Lee. But I think if it's on YouTube, I think it's pretty much a public use at this point. But let's see. We'll go to Western Jersey. 80 is good. 287. Things are fine. Even down the shore on the Parkway and the Turnpike looks great. Route 9, 18, 195, 295, and continuing further south through Toms River all the way down in towards Atlantic City is excellent. And then we've got the 55 delays at 42, and the Turnpike is a little slow. But when is that never an issue? Let's see. We got some more comments here. Let me just take a gander. Antiana, buenos dias. Happy Friday. New Jersey Special Olympics torch run is today. Possible traffic along local roads. How can support local police officers as you drive past them? Absolutely. And Anna, that is in Homedale, I believe. I believe that's where you are. Or is that where this Special Olympics torch run is going to run through? If you maybe have some of the local streets you could post up for some of our viewers, that would be fantastic. And she also says, be well, Alexandra. Yes, we certainly give well wishes to Alexandra. The squirrel hacked into your system again. I haven't heard him up there today. There is talk of the roof being replaced here on my building sooner than later, it looks like. So we could have some issues with pneumatic nail guns for the show, but I'm not sure. And it's not gunfire, it's the nail gun. So squirrel looks like he's vacated for now. And Alexandra says, thank you, Anna. And okay, so it's the entire state. Okay, good. All right, so definitely be on the lookout for the Special Olympics torch run today. Gorgeous weather. Just absolutely stunning weather here this morning and today. It looks like it's going to be great. And speaking of that, we will jump right into weather. Nice segue, Anna. We're going to put you down as a credit for a producer for the show. Look at that golden sunshine. Look at that. There are 5 big golden suns on that list. Just fantastic. And once again, our forecast is provided by Mr. Jon Rocco. He's the Rutgers meteorology student and president of the Rutgers Weather Watcher Club. You can follow him on Twitter at Jon Rocco WX. Also on Facebook. He has a Facebook page as well for updates to the forecast throughout the day. So again, we're off to just golden sunshine out there. Definitely a complete 180 from yesterday. Just a note that John wanted me to pass along to everyone. National Weather Service in Mount Holly confirmed that an EF1 tornado briefly touched down in the Blackwood section of Gloucester Township in Camden County from around 4:59 to 5:01. So only on the ground for a little less than about 2 minutes or so on Thursday. It was on the ground for about a quarter of a mile, had estimated peak winds of up to 90 miles an hour. And this was the second tornado in New Jersey this year. Johnny says that we average about 2 to 3 a year. So take that for, kind of read into that. That's pretty unbelievable. We've seen these tornadoes come even more and more as of late. We are going to Anna just commented again, but I'm just going to get through weather here and a quick sponsor, and we'll put the comment up in a minute. So let's finish up with the weather. So again, off to a beautiful start. Just open up the windows. I have the fan going on here in the traffic center, so it is nice and cool outside. A crisp start. Take a look at these temperatures for the 7, 8 a.m. hours. So again, we're up towards the lower 50s there up in Newton and Sussex County, into the lower to mid 60s pretty much all around the rest of the Garden State this morning. Into the 5 boroughs, about the same deal, 62 to 64 between 7 and 8 o'clock. So a nice, cool, crisp start. Humidity is low. It is just, maybe a gem mint 9 day, depending on where you are. Out on the islands, temps starting off here into the lower 60s. So that is a nice, pleasant start. Upper 50s to lower 60s here in the Hudson Valley. I would imagine Monticello is probably like at 51 or something. I don't know, but it seems like Monticello is like the coolest spot here in the entire tri-state area. Also, southwestern Connecticut, Torrington around 57 and 60 for the start there at 8 o'clock, and then the lower 60s along the shoreline. All right, here's Johnny's forecast for today. Mainly sunny, some clouds increasing later in the afternoon, but really just a pleasant day. Looking absolutely spectacular. Temps hovering on average of around 80 or so, upper 70s to lower 80s, and getting a little warmer there in Cherry Hill, around 82 or so, 78 in Cape May, 78 in Islip, and 80 in Central Park. This is the Boynton Beach forecast for this weekend. So for AC, looking at highs of about 73 and 72. Belmar, same thing, about 73s. Coney Island, the beach there, around 73. Southampton, 73. And Fort Trumbull Beach, that's going to be around 71. Again, the clouds are going to creep into the picture here because this is Johnny's weather threats for the weekends. A few on and off showers on Saturday. Again, they're going to be spotty in nature, but Sunday is more likely the wetter of the 2 days. Then after we get through some showers on Sunday, we are looking at good conditions for Monday and Tuesday. And here's your exclusive 7-day forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. Again, golden sunshine today, just some wispy clouds out there, 80 degrees, low humidity. Get out and enjoy. 75 tomorrow. A few on and off showers there, which are now going to extend in towards Sunday. Again, it's just spot showers on Saturday. It's not a full washout, but Sunday, a little more rain. The percentage is a lot higher on Sunday. And then Monday, a little warmer at 85 with some golden sunshine, 82, 78, 82. So early next week looks absolutely spectacular. I'm thinking I'm going to break the Cadillac out of the storage here for the season and maybe head over to the Galloping Hill Cruisers there in Linden, New Jersey. If you are in the area, certainly stop by. We'll have to see how things progress for the weekend and onto Monday, but that's kind of the game plan at this point to do that. Maybe get a little video of some of the classic cars there. The only problem is that they play music, and putting copywritten music, you're going to hear it. So we just have to figure out how to take that out in order to put it on YouTube. But we can take some pictures. We can do a little still photography, right? That always works well. Again, John, we'll do another check of forecast here from Johnny coming up at 7:45. Also, we are sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Let me just bring up Ralph here this morning. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com is where you can find any and all information about the best ice cream shop in the land. So there is just some of the great ice cream that Ralph has to offer. He is located at 22 North Avenue West in beautiful downtown Cranford. And he is, that's really Route 28, I should say. And if you have a question or a comment, certainly go ahead and give Ralph a call, 908-272-3000. Let me just put up Ralph's banner there. There we go. Again, just some of the absolutely delicious ice cream that Ralph has to offer. And let's go out of the, we're going to go back to the stream. There we go. So there's Ralph's website. There's the shop. Once again, he is open from 12:30 to 9:30 Monday through Thursday, and also from 12:30 to 10 Friday and Saturday, and then till 9 on a Sunday. And he just has just these amazing flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, the core 3, bananas Foster. Also, he makes these terrific ice cream cakes. We have a lot of graduations coming up in the next couple of weeks. Also, Father's Day is on the 19th, so certainly get your orders in early. He can make any of the cakes with any of the ice cream in the dipping case. Also, these are, just the classic vanilla and chocolate ice cream cakes, that pillowy, soft vanilla ice cream with a little bit of the chocolate crunchies. Wow. Again, I'm getting hungry yet again. Should have eaten yesterday. It was good. I ate before we came on the air, but couldn't get up this morning. One of those type deals. Oh boy. Anyway, again, 272-908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number, and he's located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, in historic Union County. All right, so we've took a look at some great food and some ice cream. Let's go back to the action here this morning, and want to bring in Anna's comment here as she talked to us about the Special Olympics torch run is today. The state is divided into different torch run routes. My local route is Route 35 in Monmouth County, from Belmar all the way north. Each town's department runs a leg and hands off to the next town. Awesome stuff, Anna. Absolutely great stuff. Maybe I'm going to ask you, if you happen to be out there, if you can get some video, you could send it to us. Some, Tri-State Traffic Show at gmail.com is the email address. If you have any of that video, we can certainly play that on Monday. That would be great if you're going to the event. If you can maybe or some still pictures, but video would be even better. We can go ahead and play some of that on the air. Absolutely fantastic. Our first field reporter, Anna. That's fantastic. Anybody else want to be a field reporter? Certainly go ahead and get some video, and we'll put it on the show. All right, so 7:23 now is our time. We want to go over to New York City now. But back to the issues again. It's a lot lighter than what it was yesterday. East on the Staten Island Expressway again, friends. This is just sun glare delays, along with the volume heading east of the West Shore, getting out to the Verrazano, straight onto the Gowanus. Normal stuff here, heading up and onto the BQE and into the Trench, as we call it. Bell Parkway going west here at Flatbush Avenue. That's going to be a little bit slow. And then we'll take a look at, we'll focus in lower East River crossings now. Again, a little bit busy here at the Battery Tunnel, under about maybe 8-9 minutes. North on the FDR Drive is heavy into the Williamsburg Bridge. I think there's something going on there. And yes, I think I'm right. Domino Park. Ever been to Domino Park? I believe it is named for Domino Sugar. I believe it was a sugar factory or plant or something there in Lower Manhattan. All right, so let's just see what we got going on at the city here. It's the Bronx is just banged up big time. So now we got a westbound cross Bronx issue, broken down tractor trailer at Sedgwick Avenue. We also have another one going eastbound at Weeks Avenue, and a broken down truck at the Major Deegan. So let's do this, friends, before we get out to Queens. And 7:25 now is our time. Let's go to the city DOT cameras. Boy, this computer is really not playing nice this morning. Anna's right. I think the squirrel got in here while I was sleeping, and a little sabotage. He's probably up there in the attic laughing at me now. Anyway, we got to find the stuffed squirrel for the mascot. We'll put that on the set. Let's go to the Deegan issue first. Right in here. Let's see. It's heavy because they're doing all this road work out through this area. I feel like they're building a whole new Major Deegan. I'm not even quite sure, but this is going south, so north is on the left here. So that camera is not going to do us any good. Let's go back down a little bit further south. South 167th Street. So there's the river. So this is southbound, heads away. That's northbound that moves away from us. Where did they say this accident was here now? Can't believe I forgot in the last 10 seconds because I didn't eat this morning. Got to do that already. Where are we? Oh, I apologize. This is okay. I'm in the wrong spot. It's actually on the Cross Bronx. All I saw was Major Deegan. That's the reason why we're not showing anything because there's nothing there. Okay, so this is eastbound off the George. I think it's just around the corner here. Just before Jerome Avenue, kind of the backdoor entrance to Yankee Stadium. So let's see if we can drill down. Drill down. Drill down. This is going eastbound Cross Bronx, so that's heavy there. I'm just trying to see if we can find the issue. Let's see. So this is eastbound again. That's westbound heading away. That's okay. Let's just see what this camera is. A Walton. There, I know that they were looking for something, but Weeks Avenue. Okay, let's see here now. There it is. There she is. It's like Star Trek. There she is, come around the bow. Khan. Anybody's a Star Trek fan, I highly recommend Star Trek New Worlds. Absolutely, probably one of the best shows on TV. It's on Paramount Plus. It's worth the $10 a month. Just terrific. And then the Ready Room with Will Wheaton is absolutely fantastic as well. Breaks down the nuts and bolts and the ins and outs of every episode. And this week he actually had a great hour-long interview with Alex Kurtzman. He's the basically the top guy in the Star Trek universe, and it was really fascinating to hear where they're looking to take things and different storylines. Just highly recommended if you're a subscriber of Paramount Plus to Strange New Worlds. It's almost like the old, very reminiscent of the old Star Trek, where it's every episode is just one thing. You really don't need to watch the entire series, but each episode is kind of its own little story movie in its own. So that's that broken down tractor trailer as I digress in the Star Trek. The tractor trailer is still broken down here east on the Cross Bronx at Weeks Avenue. So I'll see how long that's going to take to get some help. But the problem is now, it's really affecting that George Washington Bridge. So you can see, look at the damage done here. Again, we've had a couple of problems. I'm wondering if there's something in the road or whatnot, because, that's let's just see here. There's the truck count here is 3. Now here, this is going west. This is going east. That's the one we showed you. And then another one just after the Deegan. So we got 2 almost in the same spot. I'm wondering if there's something in the road. Maybe a truck dropped something on the pavement, and it's kind of blowing out tires or just breaking things down. I don't know. It's just a guess on my part, but just kind of coincidental for the most part there that you're looking at 3 broken down tractor trailers. So this is the westbound side. A little heavy here at Clay Avenue, Bill Clay, right? So I do my Die Hard reference, Bill Clay. So so let's come off of the cameras now. And we are here at 7:30. Let's kind of do a game reset. We'll see if my picture works. Hi. There we go. Now we got things up and running. So we're in the Hawaiian shirts here this morning for the Friday getaway. Good morning, everybody. O'Don here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome, everybody. And we are welcoming Anna and Alexandra, and definitely give the shout out to Alexandra to get better from COVID here. So hopefully she will have a somewhat restful weekend here, and it's not too severe a case. So and then she'll be ready to go for next weekend to head down the shore. So again, thoughts, prayers to Alexandra, and Anna here is in the chat room and watching. So good morning to you, my friend. Thanks for a lot for always supporting us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So let's talk to you about our sponsor for this half hour is Dorley Newman, and she is the host and producer and owner proprietor of Travels with Darley. Now, if you're not familiar with my friend Darley Newman, let's just show you a picture there. There she is. That's Travels with Darley. You can see her on Wonderum, Ovation TV's Journey, especially PBS Create, also on Amazon Prime, and also on NJPBS. She has another new show. I mean, Darley's always working and putting out shows here, great content. It's called Look Up with Darley. It's a pilot program for New Jersey PBS, and her first show was in the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. A lot of interesting facts and things about some of the architecture and just some of the great things you can find in Newark, and always finds some of the best places to eat. The one of the places in the Ironbound, boy, that food looked really good. Again, maybe just because I'm hungry now, but I saw the episode on Wednesday, and I believe it's on very early. It's on this weekend again, but you can go to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information. Certainly give her a follow on Instagram as well as on to Twitter as well. She's very active on both social media platforms. All right, so let's go back to the action here this morning, and we'll finish up with the city for right now. South on the Bruckner is heavy at the Bronx River Parkway. What else is new there? Both ways of the Deegan is heavy from the Cross Bronx down through Willis Avenue. Throgs Neck, I like that better than the Whitestone this morning. Still a lot of congestion here on the Van Wyck Expressway in either direction from basically the interchange all the way to the airport. I mean, look at this northbound side. Just absolutely getting drilled heading into Kew Gardens. Both ways of the Jackie Robinson Parkway. Also seeing a ton of traffic as well heading out to the interchange and the LIE, both ways from Woodhaven Boulevard straight on over towards the fairgrounds, or from the opposite way there. And then the BQE heading south across the Kosciuszko Bridge. What else is new there? And then the Cross Island is really just getting hammered here. Okay, this is the reason why. There's probably looks like there's an accident out by Alley Park there as you get into the Grand Central. That's actually closer to the LIE, but you can see what that's doing to traffic. We're back all the way to the belt. Ouch. I don't want that. Let's see if we can bring up the cameras on the Cross Island Parkway, shall we? Again, nothing reported by the DOT, but it's only possible it just... Oh, stop with this. Squirrel is wreaking havoc. So let's go to right before the Cross Island. So let's see. That is north that's headed away. So it looks like it's just out of the camera view. So it looks like I would say it's right before the Grand Central Parkway. Again, Belmont Stakes. Ooh, that's tomorrow. So hopefully the weather holds out and it's not a sloppy track, because that's Anyway, north, there's the northbound side, so still pretty heavy here this morning. UBS Arena, actually seeing the UBS Arena. And speaking of hockey, unfortunately the Rangers lost to the Lightning. I think the final score was 3-1. Finished up there with a second goal late in the third period, and then an empty netter. So this is the eastbound side for the belt here, coming around the curve. So that's probably going to run another 15, 20 minutes there. So now the Rangers are with their backs against the wall, down 3-2, going to Tampa tomorrow evening. So, but you know what? In some cases with the Rangers, I think that's maybe when they play the best, when they know that their backs are against the wall and they are looking for elimination. So I certainly think that it's going to be a very interesting game. So, and if that's the case, then we're going to bring it back for another Game 7. That would be remarkable if they could win 3 7-game series into the Stanley Cup. Wow. But Ranger fans have really nothing to certainly be disappointed about. This team is just playing just absolutely amazing. Alexandra says, thank you all for the best wishes. Currently experiencing some body aches, congestion, and a dry cough. Okay, so definitely take care of yourself. Get some rest. Stay well hydrated. And we wish you the best. And certainly let us know on Monday how you are feeling. So everyone post up a comment there on Twitter and Facebook. And send your well wishes to Alexandra. Thank you so much for getting up early, even though you're not feeling well, and joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's. I just want to bring this banner in. There we go. So let's go back to the maps now. Let's head out to Long Island and check out the vibe here. We want to go to the Long Island incident page, and oh, this computer is like sweating. I don't know. It is just getting really, really hot. It's too hot, too hot. Cool in the gang. Cool in the gang out of Jersey City, right? So 110 South vehicle fire. Got a lane down there south of the LIE, and then the crash here. Hopefully, no one's injured on Sunrise Highway out by Smithtown Avenue. So let's do this. Let's go back to the maps. Let's check out the 110 situation first. Here it is, just south of the LIE. So it doesn't look like it's really causing too much of a major problem here this morning. We go out east first, eastbound Sunrise Highway. Definitely busy Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. I imagine this is going to get busier later on today into the afternoon. Eastbound 24 is busy out of the Riverhead area, but the rest of eastern Suffolk County looks great. West on Sunrise Highway is going to be busy here over by the merge in Bohemia and Oakdale. So look for that. Also, the LIE, some heavy, steady moving heavy traffic here in Venice Highway into 111. And you're okay at the side of the coast. A little more traffic into Deer Park Avenue. And then our typical delays in Nassau getting into 135 at 44. And then right around exit 39. But that is definitely lighter than what we saw yesterday. In the westbound northern into the Wantagh is heavy. North on the Meadowbrook, also pretty busy as well into the northern. And then the westbound southern state is awfully crowded. Basically from 109 into 135, and then east is heavy from 18 all the way out to exit 22, then again into exit 28A. Let's go to the cameras. What are we at? 7:38. Yeah, I think we got time for a quick camera look on Long Island. I just want to see if we could, if there's anything on Sunrise Highway here with this other crash. There's a camera. Does it work? It works. Let's see if we can roll some video if the computer will allow me. So that actually is moving fine. That's eastbound that heads away there. It's a little crowded, not terrible. So I'm thinking whatever that, no, dare I say, spoke too soon. So let's go here. There's that crash. Voila. We got it here at the Oakdale Bohemia Road interchange. That's going west here on Sunrise Highway. So that's all banged up there, literally, with a crash being cleared. So hopefully no one's seriously injured, but that's what we're dealing with here on this mid-morning drive at 7:39 on the south shore of Long Island in Suffolk County. So again, 2 cars involved there. We've got some help on scene. And state police are also there. It looks like it may be 3 cars. It looks like 1, 2, and this one here is 3. There's the state police or local police. I'm not sure who covers Suffolk County. It's probably Suffolk County. So so we got some help on scene. So you got to merge all the way over to the right. So be really careful there. Give yourself another, just to be safe, an extra 10 minutes to that location. We'll go to 110, and I don't believe there's any cameras on 110, but I could be wrong. What's this? Let's see. No, there are cameras on 110. Okay, nothing there. Here. See. Sweet Hollow Road. It's amazing how many more cameras Long Island has, I should say, than back in the day when I was doing traffic out on the island. There it is. So it's off to the shoulder. We're not looking at any major problems there. That's not going to cause an issue whatsoever. Let's see what Deer Park Avenue looks like. I'm just curious to see what these new cameras look like here at Old Country Road. Okay. What is this here? There's the SAG at exit S3. Yeah. So that's your Long Island deal. We're going to close out of this because it's taking too much memory. Let's go over to Connecticut now. Take a check here. And what else is new? I feel like this is the exact same snapshot we see every morning, right? So let's go to the Connecticut incident page. Check out the vibe here. Let's see what we've got. Lays. Okay. So normal stuff, 27 through 11. And then 8 through 6, and then 48 to 42, and then 41 36 on the merit. So, yeah, just our normal, regularly scheduled delays in the Constitution state. So again, it's just heavy. There's no crashes, not much of anything. Just again, heavy ride, more on the Merritt here, saying south into Route 7. And then really that major crush from Darien into Stamford, and it loosens up here in Fairfield, south of the rest area a little bit. I would imagine this whole section up here is going to clear out, I'd say probably within the next 40 minutes or so, by about 8:15 or so. I'm thinking that'll be when that'll eject for the morning. Let's go to the Hudson Valley now, east on 287, a little slow here through the area of White Plains this morning. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I forgot. I'm going to stop my camera here. Maybe that'll give me some more computing power. I need more power. South on the Hutch, a little heavy here at 287. Both ways getting into Weaver Street is going to be a busy ride. New England Thruway is looking good. South on the Thruway, we're awfully crowded here, heading south into the Palisades from 14 to 13 down to 12. A little congestion, light congestion getting onto the Cuomo Tappan Zee Bridge, but that's about it. Orange County, 84, Route 6, that is going to be fine. You know what? Let me check out the Hudson Valley incidents there. Let me see if there's something on the Thruway. See a little red heading out to 16 maybe. Yeah, this is it here. Thruway northbound after 16. Watch for a crash there. Hudson Valley really getting busy these days. Another broken down vehicle, Taconic and the Sawmill. Is it just the road is in just bad shape that people just can't drive, just blowing out tires, or what? I don't know. Sawmill south of exit 17 in Greenberg. Another one south on the Taconic at the Croton Reservoir Bridge in Yorktown. That seems to always get hit hard there with broken down vehicles. 84 east in Dutchess at exit 41. Another crash here on 84 off the ramp at 41. So that's probably one of the same situation. There's the Thruway crash at 16 going north. Some more debris north on the Thruway after 17. And then east on the Beacon Bridge, the exit ramp on the Orange County side, there's a crash still being cleared. So wow, Hudson Valley really exploding here, literally. North, there's a little bit of that delay just north of 16 with that crash. Here's that Beacon Bridge. I wonder if there's travel times to the Beacon Bridge. No, I don't think so. That's probably going to run you a good another 15, 20 minutes, maybe. You're not expecting this on 84 with this situation on that side of the bridge. So look for that. And then 84 is fine. A little heavy here, a little light congestion west out of Connecticut. And then south along 684, a little heavy there in the normal spots as we make our way into Katona. All right. So with that said, for our friends in the beautiful, beautiful Hudson Valley, thank you very much for dialing us up here on a Friday morning. It's coming up on 7:45 now. We're going to stick to the formats. I'm going to flush the format, right? We're going to take a look at weather, and our weather is brought to you by Mr. Jon Rocco. He's the president of the Rutgers Weather Watcher Club, Rutgers meteorology student, and Johnny has the day off today. So we're so gracious to give Johnny the day off, heading into a 3-day weekend. Johnny gets the 3-day weekend. I don't know. So that's fine. I digress. But Johnny does an amazing job with these forecasts. These slides look absolutely tremendous. And really appreciate the help that John always gives us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. And if you can, help him out as well on Twitter at Jon Rocco, JONROCCOWX. He also has a Facebook page as well under the same handle. So again, golden sunshine across the board for this morning. So we are really looking great out there. Temps starting things off here into the upper 50s to lower 60s for the 7 and 8 o'clock hours. In Atlantic City, 62, 66. Lakewood, lower 60s here, getting towards 8 o'clock. We'll take a look at some of the reporting stations here in a second. 61 in Camden. Same deal here in the 5 boroughs, looking at temps here into the lower 60s across the board. Same thing out to the island, 62, 64 or so respectively. A little cooler up to the Hudson Valley, upper 50s, 59 to about a range of 62 now for the 7 and 8 a.m. hours, and a little cooler in Torrington of 57 to 60. and definitely along the shoreline, a little warmer, 61 to 62 in Bridgeport and Norwalk. Let's take a look at John's forecast for today. Mostly sunny. Clouds will slowly increase through the late afternoon, but temps are going to be just absolutely spectacular, hovering on average around 80 or so, maybe a little warmer in Cherry Hill at 82, to the upper 70s to New Haven at 77, 78 in Islip, and 78 in Cape May. Let's show you the beach cast here for the weekend. Probably not the greatest weekend for a beach forecast. Temps are going to be into the lower 70s pretty much across the board from AC through Southampton to Fort Trumbull Beach. And that is because we do have some weather threats to talk to you about, some on and off showers for Saturday. Again, they're going to be very spot in nature, but the more the percentage for more precipitation is really on Sunday. So again, plan your travels accordingly, and maybe bring that picnic inside. But keep an eye to the sky and check out John's Twitter page and Facebook page for the latest updates throughout the weekend. But then after we clear Sunday, Monday, Tuesday look fantastic. Here's your exclusive 7-day forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're looking at 80 today, just golden sunshine, a gem mint 10 day. Looking at some a couple spot showers on Saturday with temps at 75, 76 for Sunday, with a more the probability more likely for some rain, more widespread on Sunday. And then once we clear that out, looking at great temperatures here, a little warmer on Monday at 85, 82 for Tuesday, 78 for Wednesday, and 82 for Thursday. So the early next week is really shaping up to be just a fabulous start to the week. Hopefully we can not get into these weather patterns or the weekends are rotten and then the week is good, but we shall see. Let's go back to our maps, shall we? We'll take a quick look at some of the observations. Again, this is just about an hour old or so, but spot on with John's reporting. Trenton through Somerville, Central Park, fair skies, 63. Again, these are about an hour old. I imagine these temps are coming up a couple degrees more, as Johnny had said. Kennedy at 66, Islip at 63, and Farmingdale coming in at 64. So we'll give you another check of those observation stations here very, very shortly. Again, they usually update at about 5 minutes to the hour. All right, so weather is taken care of for this half hour, and this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley, my friend Darley Newman, who has an amazing program called Travels with Darley. She goes all around the world, going out and showing you the best places to eat, drink, vacation, adventure, horseback riding, bike riding, hiking, you name it, She'll tell you what the best things to do on your next vacation. So Travels with Darley can be seen on PBS Create as well as Amazon Prime, also on Wondrum and onto Ovation TV's Journey. So please check out the program. Also has a new program on NJPBS, or New Jersey PBS, as we call it here in the Garden State. That is called Look Up with Darley, and her pilot show hopefully gets picked up for a couple more shows. The first one is in Newark, Newark, New Jersey, and really some fascinating things. Again, I've lived here all my life, and there's some things that I didn't even know. Certainly, especially I found very interesting about Newark Liberty Airport. That's really a cool section of the show, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. And also the great food that Darley always seems to find. I don't know where she finds these places, but some of the best food anywhere to be found. And maybe because I'm hungry right now, I'm not sure, but Darley knows how to find some of the great places to eat and drink, and really make your vacation a special vacation. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Darley's program, let's show you a little clip from Travels with Darley.
When you travel with the locals, you never know what you'll discover. Or get into.
The mountain's 27,000 acres.
Whoa, how do you find the sheep?
Particular favorite, the chili and garlic.
Ooh.
You just know you're in for a good time and memories to last a lifetime. From the Beatles' hometown of Liverpool to the Bronte sisters' parsonage on the wild moors, music, literature, food, and fantastic people are our travel inspiration.
There has to be some level that whenever people leave here, there's some sense of responsibility.
Oh, I couldn't exist without these girls.
We're really like a old-fashioned small town that happens to be located in a city.
So that's just a little slice of Travels with Darley. Gives you a little teaser trailer there about what the program is all about. Again, that is shown on PBS Create, Wondrum, Ovation TV's Journey, as well as Amazon Prime. So definitely check out Darley Newman's program. As you saw in that clip, you saw all the great food that Darley was eating, and definitely has a great time with all of her adventures with the zip lining there and horseback riding and all kinds of hiking and all kinds of fun stuff to really make your vacation a memorable one. And again, you can find more information at darley-newman.com. We appreciate Darley and her sponsorship of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's get back into the roads here at 7:52. And, we've got a lot going on here this morning, and especially in New Jersey is now getting hit hard again on 295, as well as the Parkway has this crash that's still being cleared. I really thought that this was going to be out of the way here briefly, but to no avail. So let's talk to you first about this new crash here on 295 going south at exit 43 in Mount Laurel. Let's just click on that. Let's just check that out in real time to see if there is a camera in this location. Let's just see here now. There is a camera, but let's just see if it works. No. Well, it's possible that it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility that the crash took out the camera, but that would take a lot, maybe a tractor trailer or something. But let's see what we've got rolling here this morning at 6. Okay, that is out of service. If this camera does anything for us. All right, so this is over by Marne Highway. That's looking north, so maybe a slight rubbernecking delay there. Again, as you get into exit 43, so we've got the left lane shut. So definitely want to watch for that. Let's continue on now here, my friends. Now the upper level of the George has a crash. Wow. All right. You know what? Let's just go to the George travel times here. Let's just check this out. Really jumping off the maps, literally and figuratively. It's just getting 162 minutes. Whoa, that escalated quickly, Brick. Holy cow. 162 minutes now. Okay, now I got to do them. I can't imagine that's right, but I could be wrong. Be right, and I may be wrong. Little Billy Joel, right? And we're back to the 80-95 split, but 162. But let me do another refresh. Maybe the transmitters are off a little bit or something, because what is that? 60 times 2 hours. That was at 120. 2 hours and 40 minutes for the upper roadway. That seems like it's way off. An hour for the lower, 20 at the Lincoln, 25 at the Holland. So if you can make your way to the Lincoln, is going to be I think a more enjoyable ride. Yeah, wow. Huh. Wonder where if it's actually on the upper level to the George, the span here this morning. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to call up, because I don't want to put it on the air, because I really want to get permission from Fort Lee, the police department, as far as to put this camera on the air. So I'm just going to use it as a reference for myself to see if I see anything. Fortunately, they can't zoom the camera in, or they probably could, but there is, dealing with. I can't tell whether it's on the actual upper level or it's underneath the apartment. So, again, George, take it off the list completely. Just completely take it off the list. I want to refresh that one more time. I don't think I've ever seen 162 minutes come up. Wow. All right. Okay, we'll go with it. So I think it really just depends on where the crash is. Let's just read it again. Upper level eastbound from New Jersey side, Toll Plaza, 2 center lanes are blocked. It says just the upper level inbound, but is it on the span of the bridge? Is it underneath the apartments? I'm not sure what that means. Could be just coming off of the bridge or so. You know what? Let's just do this. We're coming up on 7:56. We'll do a reset here. Comments are open. Say hello to myself, Anna, and Alexandra, and a couple of our other friends. Have a fairly nice audience here this morning. Let's see if we can see how many people we can get here for the Friday. You know, we'll give you a shout out. Where am I going, Smitty? There it is. Okay, let's just go underneath the apartments. Let's just see what we see. I'll see you when I see you. Still, nobody can tell me where that's from. I know where it's from, but come on, somebody's got to know what movie that is. Someone's got to know what movie that is, please. Let's just see here. So this is underneath the apartments. There. Just for argument's sake, show you this. So that's a broken down tractor trailer there on the shoulder. That's going to the outbound George. That's not affecting traffic there. So yeah, that accident is, again, I can't tell from that camera picture from our friends at Fort Lee whether it's actually on the bridge itself or it's off of it. But bottom line is, avoid this altogether, please. Avoid the George, and you may want to go with mass transit. So we have failed to take a look at our transit system here for the morning, our first check. I apologize, but the roads have just been so busy here for the first hour. So we go to New Jersey Transit, Newark Light Rail again. Newark Light Rail, up to 15-minute delays both ways between Bloomfield Avenue and Newark Penn Station. And then we head on over towards the Northeast Corridor, 813 arrival. Trenton arrivals up to 20 minutes late there. So look for that. Let's run down the numbers for Path here this morning. Check out the vibe on Path trains at Exchange Place. The elevator from the mezzanine to the platform is back in service. Hooray. An hour ago, Hoboken 33rd had some delays, but that looks like that is back on or close to schedule. We'll check out the SIPTA train system. Vibe is here. Things are looking good. Let's go to the MTA. Can we get a morning where there's no subway delays? Anything? We're very minimal. So we're thankful for that. Southbound 4 train running with delays after EMS was requested. 149th and Grand Concourse in the Bronx. So hopefully that individual is okay. We'll take a look at our rail lines. Long Island Railroad, Metro North. Again, Metro North, Long Island Railroad look fantastic. So no issues across transit, no major glaring issues across transit. Again, New Jersey is really where we're seeing just the issues getting hit hard. So the George Washington Bridge accident cleared, which is what I was thinking was going to be very quickly. We've got a 295 crash south on the Parkway is heavy. We'll get to all of that here now in just a brief moment. But I want to do a quick reset, shall we? And we want to talk to you here at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Let's just get all our ducks in a row, basically, as we'll call it. Let me just do this. So, yes, welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. ODOT here in the Tri-State Traffic Show, Traffic Control Tower, or whatever you'd like to call it. Your TJ, your traffic jockey for the morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on a gorgeous Friday. Thanks a lot to Alexandra and Anna for joining us as well. And again, say some good wishes for Alexander, our good friend here, and big supporter of the Tri-State Traffic Show. A little under the weather here, unfortunately, with COVID. And, this is like the third person I've heard within the last week or so that has come down with COVID. So, and just be careful out there, as Hill Street Blues, they used to say, right? Was that Michael Conrad, I think, was the original, and then unfortunately he passed away, I think, like mid 4th or 5th season of some type in that area. And then they brought in another guy who I can see, character actor, and was in he was the one who ran the TV station in Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. If anybody in the comments, please tell me what that is. So yeah, be careful out there. But that goes for the roads as well. So with that said, let's get back to the action here this morning. It's New Jersey is really jumping off the maps with a lot happening. We've got this overturned tractor trailer on 78 is going to be a major problem, along with the George Washington Bridge. Well over an hour and a half, 90 minutes plus there at the George. So just take that off of your list altogether. The Parkway also getting hit hard from this earlier crash here at 78 by 143, and that delay gets all the way back to 150. That's basically what I told you. That's exactly what was going to happen there on the Parkway, and a little rubbernecking delay getting into that area heading north in Irvington, 143 up to 144. Oh, and I forgot to say that this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, and head over to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey for the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. Let's take a look at our Skyway situation, and we're pretty busy into the covered roadway now. It looks like an earlier crash has been cleared there. Something going on here south along the turnpike in towards 14. That's about kind of out of the ordinary. So let's go to the cameras here, and we'll check out the scene on the turnpike. I believe that there is a camera, finally something, where the cameras work at the toll plaza. Wish they had more on their web. They do have more cameras on the actual turnpike itself, but they're just not online for me to look at, unfortunately. Again, our comment section is open on Facebook and YouTube. And again, just a programming note, we're only going towards 8:45 this morning because I have to set up for the New Jersey Morning Show NJ On Air, njonair.com. That's where you'll find the broadcast, as well as onto YouTube and Facebook, and I think on Twitter as well. So I'll be doing traffic for the show here coming up at 9 o'clock, but just have to end a little bit early just to kind of get everything all dialed in and the computer settled down for another hour of broadcasting, which is fantastic. Where are we going? 14. Yeah. Wow. Losing it here, folks. Ouch. So there's the can't really put the mouse on it. It's on the very far right. That's the exit there for 14. So I think there's something going on from the ramp at 14. That's what's kind of messing traffic up just a bit. This is just south of it, so that's not going to show us anything. Let me see at 13A. The mouse is getting all banged up too. Oh, camera's not working. Okay. Let's go back to the 78 issue here this morning, and we'll revisit that. But I think there's also something going on to 19 going north here, right at this interchange of 78, because this should not be that heavy. I mean, it's heavy, but it shouldn't be that heavy. Also south on 19, looking at a lot of traffic as well. That's really getting hit hard passing the airport. Looks like it's just volume, but I can't imagine there's that much volume on 19. I think something's going on here at 13A. Let's bring up the list again. Oh, let's see what we can find. Exiting the turnpike, maybe it's this. No, that's from last night. Okay, so entering the turnpike at 13A. This is for North Avenue. So these are all these trucks, I think. I think what this is this is all the trucks heading out towards Port Elizabeth. I think that's the major deal there, heading out to the port here this morning. That's why this is just getting hammered on the turnpike from basically 13 up into 13A. Just a ton of traffic trying to get onto North Avenue. I mean, look at this. It's barely moving. So this is the culprit, is this section in here. You know what? Let me bring up the traffic cameras here for Jersey, and let's check this out, because I'm going to look at that 19 issue out by the airport just to see if there's anything going on that's just potentially just being unreported at this point. Go here. Let's go down here. Bring this camera up. 8:05 is our time. Again, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. Please leave a comment if you can in the comment section. We are open now. And join Anna and Alexandra here with me on the big broadcast for a Friday. Let's go to Express Lane's cameras work. I don't think any of these cameras actually work, but I could be wrong. Let's just see what we can see here. Come on. Nope. No deal. Under maintenance. These cameras have been under maintenance for like an eternity. To plug a few wires in. All right, so this was the only one working here. That's southbound. I mean, it's just absolutely hammered heading in towards the airport and North Avenue. Let's just see what the camera at North Avenue looks like. And that's under maintenance. What else is new? Let's go by Louisa Street. This is going to be out by the right. So what are they looking at here? They zoom the camera in. This is southbound coming towards us. Here's North Avenue, left to right. This is southbound locals. I don't see anything there now, unless there was some other issue that took place and just wasn't reported. I go with my. I took out the maps. Did I really? Smitty, pay attention here, pal. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I gotta go back to the maps. There it is. Okay. Bell Boulevard. It's got to bring up 9,000 things and then do this. Da da da. So, if I had to take a guess here, that something happened here on this ramp to 81. Because it's not from North Avenue. So something is going on right in here. It's a tough spot to see because it's kind of a little bit elevated there. But look what it's doing to traffic here this morning on 19. So, if you're coming off of 22, again, the entrance to the airport is literally right here. So just be really careful heading south along 19 out by Newark Liberty. Again, maybe we're connecting the dots here about something happening out of 13A. But I think a lot of this is just traffic trying to get onto North Avenue to get you over towards the port this morning. Hopefully someday that they go ahead and fix that because, wow, not good. What also is not good is this issue out in Hunterdon County. I apologize for not getting back to this sooner, but just had to focus in on a couple other things. So westbound 78 is backed up from exit 20 in towards basically exit 17 for Route 31. Let's see what this is. This is Cokesbury Road. Almost positive of it. I think so. Come on, this is ridiculous. Why Google Maps? What do you got to zoom in like right on the Cokesbury Road? Oh my gosh. Wow. Come on, Google Maps. We can do better. We can do better. So that's heavy from 20 on over towards 17 with this flipped over tractor trailer. Just looks like it's just at the interchange with 31. Unfortunately, my camera is not able to see anything. And then it looks like we got some rubbernecking and looks like potentially another crash getting into exit 15 coming out of exit 12 here this morning. This is Perryville Road. Perryville Road. Yes, that's exit 12. So be real. Look at this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I got to zoom down that close to get to exit 12. Foolishness. That's what that is. That's what I say. You know what? Let's go to. All right. So we took care of this. The 295 issue. We showed you that. Parkway, all lanes are open. That's recovering. And this 19, the ramp to Broadway is shut there in Jersey City off of truck routes 1 and 9. Okay, I'm gonna go here just on a whim, just to see if there is a camera in that location. I thought that there was a camera located here. Let's just see. There used to be a camera right in here, but to no avail. Nope, that one's out. Go to Broadway 2. Out. All right. So we're not going to spend any more time with that here this morning. What I want to do is we'll go to the travel times. I want to see what that 78 delay is looking like for you. getting out to Clinton. We're going to go states. We go 78 west. There it is. I'm on at the mouse, the computer. Does anything work here this morning? What are we doing? All right, so 287 to the Pensy line. Looking at it should take you about a half an hour, almost an hour. So we're looking at about a 30-minute backup there on westbound 78 and only growing by the minute. So, if you can get off at Oldwick Road and come down to Route 22, it'll save you a little bit of time, but then you're gonna have to merge in. You may be able to maybe potentially kind of get around. It just depends on where it is, really. And unfortunately, that camera is out. So 22 comes around, and then this location here. What I'm seeing is that this is onto this local street here, 626. I hate Beaver Avenue. That's what it is. So when you come off out by Cryan's Tavern, like you're going to go to the Annandale train station, so you come here west, and then usually that ramp is right here that brings you back to go east. You obviously want to continue west here along Beaver Avenue. That's going to merge in here with the exit to exit 17, and then it looks like people coming around the jug handle here, and then coming back down onto 173, and going to take the 173 approach back into 78. So that's kind of the workaround a little bit, if you can, is to take Route 22. But now we're backed up here, back to the Clinton Honda on westbound 22. So just this whole area is a big mess here. And depending on how severe this crash is, hopefully no one's seriously injured. This could be out there for some time. So be careful. Traveling out to Clinton on 78 this morning, I would say give yourself at least an extra half an hour or 45 minutes if you can do it. Both east and west in this area because of this flipped over tractor trailer this morning. Oh, sorry about that. Do a quick stretch. Sitting in this chair here for the last hour is just taking a toll on my back. Could go into a whole discussion about that. Ouch. All right, so let's get back. Let's refocus here now. So 287 is good. 78 is fine. 287 as you get out through Morristown on over towards East Hanover. That is going to be in pretty good shape as well. Same thing along Route 10. And actually, speaking of East Hanover, I want to wish my very good friend Nancy Wetzel a wonderful happy birthday on Sunday, as well as my nephew Colin. So they both have the same birthday. So happy birthday to you and the Wetzels living out there in East Hanover. Say hi to them. Always big fans of me and my days back in TV. And hopefully they're watching us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. But again, we say a big hello to the Wetzels out in East Hanover. Just newly found grandparents. Yes. Or I don't know what the actual word is that. But yeah, little granddaughter, Emerson is her name. It's an interesting name, isn't it, for a girl? Very, very unique. So hopefully she'll be a famous actress like her mommy, right? So say happy birthday to Nancy out there in East Hanover. Again, her birthday is on Sunday, along with my nephew Colin, also on Sunday as well. He's a pistol. We should get him on once he finishes up school. I'd love to bring Colin on the show. And Ryan, those two are like Stadler and Waldorf on the Muppet Show, sitting up in the balcony. Those two are pieces of work. You'll love them, but they're a pistol. All right, so 80 through Route 23 in Wayne looks pretty good. I'm seeing some more problems here now south on the Parkway, out by Route 3. I'm not sure what that is about. Yeah, I don't know what the dealio is with that. West on 33 at 46 is heavy. I feel like you just spent all morning on New Jersey. This is just nuts. West on 80 at Route 20. That's a busy ride. Then both ways at 208. I don't like what I see here. I think there's something going on heading north. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, just before Maple Avenue. So it looks like we may have a crash there. Let's go to the incident page, and we'll do that here this morning. Nothing reported. Now there's a ladder in the roadway on the turnpike. Wow. With a kitchen sink and a ladder, right? Northbound, north of 7, all lanes are open, but the center lane getting a report of a ladder there. So be careful. Ooh, that could be. Hopefully, we can get some state police out there to get rid of that debris on the road. So that could be a major problem. So 208 looks like a new issue here, heading north again, going north out of Fairlawn into Hawthorne, out by Maple Avenue. But there's more rubbernecking delays with some, you know, rubbernecking and normal volume, I should say, in towards that area. Let's continue on. Again, the George is well over 90 minutes there. This whole something is just really brewing here along the whole 19 turnpike at 13A. I have a feeling there's some sort of a crash or something by the toll plaza here. Again, nothing reported. I just amazing that this would be all traffic getting to North Avenue. So unless something happened here heading out to the port terminals, or like every truck driver in the area is just all decided to converge on North Avenue in Elizabeth. Wow. And that is just really bad. Really bad. That is just absolutely awful traffic there. Let's take a quick look here. A snapshot of Central Jersey, 287. A little crowded heading north again, heading north to 27 with the Parkway, 34, 18. 195 is good. 29 through the Trenton Tunnel is going to be a little bit busy there. We're at 817. We're way behind weather, so I got to hit that and our sponsor this morning. 295, a little busy both ways at 43 with that crash heading south, and then going north on 55 is crowded at the 42 interchange with the Parkway, Route 9. AC Expressway, that looks fantastic. All right, so I think we'll do another whip around at a little before we wrap up the show at 8:45. We'll check in with that issue on 78, but time for a quick break here this morning, and I want to talk to you about the weather, and this is from our friend Jon Rocco, a meteorologist in training over at beautiful Rutgers University in Piscataway. You can follow him at Jon Rocco, Jon, JONROCCOWX on Twitter, and as well as onto Facebook. All right, so starting this morning off, really a terrific start to this early Friday morning. Just golden sunshine, just a gem mint 10 day across the board. Temps are starting things off now into the lower to mid 60s throughout the Garden State, as you can see. Same thing in towards the 5 boroughs, getting up closer to 64 now in this 8 a.m. hour, in towards Flushing and Flatbush. Probably closer to the mid 60s now across Long Island. So just a very comfortable start, low humidity. A little bit cooler up here in the Hudson Valley into the lower 60s for Yonkers, Patterson, and Poughkeepsie. Same thing into southwestern Connecticut, between 59, a range of 57 up to 62. Show you the forecast for today. Mainly sunny. Clouds increase a little later on this afternoon, and your temperatures are between 77 WABC. Ron Lundy, 80, 82, and Jerry Hill, and 80 in Freehold. So really just a great day. Get out, play golf, head to the shore, head to the beach. You name it, just get outside and enjoy. But definitely remember the sunscreen. Just finished up with the dermatologist yesterday, and good. Things are good. But, had a little minor procedure there, taking something off. So I don't know if you noticed it, hopefully you didn't, but a little bandage there on the side. But Dr. Lou does an awesome job there in Westfield, New Jersey. So Dermatology Associates, not a sponsor, but I'm just saying, Dr. Lou is tops. She's the best. So here's your beach forecast for AC, Belmar, Coney Island, Southampton, Fort Trumbull. Temperature is going to be basically into the lower 70s, so definitely cooler than what it is today, and certainly a lot cooler than it was last weekend. But, we have the potential for some showers on Saturday, just some spot showers on and off, and more likely, the likelihood for more rain will be on Sunday now. But then once we clear that, Monday, Tuesday, and as the exclusive 7-day weather forecast will show you, 80 for Friday, 75 here on Saturday with some on and off showers, 76 on Sunday with showers more likely, a little more widespread rain there, 85 on Monday, and a golden sunshine day for Monday, and maybe fire up the Cadillac here for the first time for the classic car season. We'll see. 82 on Tuesday, 78 on Wednesday, and 82 on Thursday. And speaking of the Cadillac, definitely want to try to do a little car review, do a little some other content for the channel, which we'll see what we can do. Some other things, I'm working on. Anna, we were having that discussion yesterday about the gas prices and the gas at Costco. I'm trying to reach out to some folks for maybe a little roundtable discussion. May not be for the morning. We'll maybe do it for a little later on in the evening, 7:30, that time frame, for half an hour or an hour or so, just to get some interaction and discussion. But I'll keep you posted and let you know where we're going with that. So, Anna, thank you very much for that idea. Fantastic. Again, there's your 7-day forecast here this morning. Our show is proudly sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful downtown Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. And he has some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting all choked up. About the ice cream, right? Again, I have not eaten. I don't know why I do that, right? Why do I put myself through that? So, all right. So let's talk to you about some of the flavors here at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. And you can find any more information here on his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. So he has vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, the core 3. That's amazing Oreo cheesecake. And I think he has a new cheesecake ice cream I thought I saw on his social media on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow him there as well. That may be just a very, very limited run. Vanilla chocolate super crunch party cake is another favorite of mine, and my nephew Colin, he loves that. So holy cannoli, also another crowd favorite. Also, my favorite so far is the sorbet, the peach mango sorbet, and the blood orange. Just tremendous job by Ralph on those. So get out and enjoy. Let's talk to you about some of the cakes that he makes, the classic ice cream cakes. For birthdays, got a lot of graduations coming up. Father's Day is a week from Sunday, so get those orders in early, from as little as 70 people to 30 to 40 people for a large sheet cake. So again, just that classic pillowy, soft vanilla and chocolate ice cream, as I just described, a heavenly little bliss of dessert. As I'm getting hungry here at the traffic center. Also, these little, I go for a cupcake right now. These little cupcakes here with the vanilla ice cream and the vanilla cake. So really great for the kids, as well as the, the chip witches that he has, the flying saucers, and those ever popular chip witch items that are in the case. There they are. Looking good there. So again, he has just about anything and everything for everybody. Oh, lots of everys in that statement, right? For your dessert needs. So head out to 22 North Avenue and tell Ralph I sent you, and you watched it here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. 908-272-3000, open from 12:30 to 9:30, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, open till 10, and then 9 o'clock on Sunday. So, all right, let's go back to the action here this morning. Unfortunately, it's a fairly busy morning, so I want to go back into New York City here on this Friday morning, and we come off of the ice cream. Stay there all day, right? 8:25 now is our time. Again, programming note: we're only on the air now until 8:45, so to get set up for the New Jersey morning show coming up at 9 o'clock. So definitely tune in for that with me, Kara, Mike Favetta, and Christina Bear. East on the Expressway, a little busy here, getting into Victory Boulevard, but that's staying out. The Verrazano is heavy, straight on to the Gowanus. The Gowanus is just a multi-mile mess on up in towards the BQE here this morning. Instead of the maps, let's just go to the 9-box camera, because I think this is going to, let's just first do this. Let's do this. Let's look at the incident page first. See where we're at here this morning. Again, comments are open on YouTube and Facebook. It's the Cross Island South at Hillside Avenue. We've got two of the 3 lanes out of service there, and then a broken down truck on the eastbound Cross Bronx at the Major Deegan. The center of 3 is out there. So, you know what we do? Let's go to the 9 box here this morning. Let's start it off in the Bronx because I think I have those cross Bronx cameras loaded up. Look. Nope, I got the wrong one. We want to go to the Bronx camera, second page of cameras. There we go. Fire this up. Fire up. So this is westbound on Castle Hill. That's good. This is the southbound side of the Bronx River Parkway. That's the Bruckner. Bronx River Parkway 174 looks pretty good. This is the CBX here going west, coming towards us. Is jammed to the Bronx River. The Deegan here at Willis, that's northbound, heads away. This is the Cross Bronx at Clay by Jerome by Webster Avenue, I should say. That's westbound coming towards us. That's hammered. Henry Hudson at 232. That's a good ride. The Deegan at 230th is fine. And then this is the delays here off the Cross Bronx, off the George, I should say, heading out to Jerome Avenue. So look for that. All right. So we'll take a look at what's going on across Staten Island now. And we'll start off on the expressway at the Verrazano, and that looks pretty good here on the upper level. This is going to be the West Shore at Bloomfield Avenue, Highland at Arden Avenue. Things are fine. Highland Boulevard also in good shape here at Midland Avenue. This is the Jersey-bound Outer Bridge crossing. That's a little bit sluggish there, more than I'd like to see. The expressway here at Clove Road, that's fine. This is the eastbound side of Richmond getting into Victory Boulevard. That's normal heavy traffic there. And the West Shore going north of Fresh Kills Creek looks a little bit busy out by Arden Avenue, but that's just kind of normal stuff for our morning ride. Let's go into Manhattan now. We'll check out the drive and a couple Midtown cameras, shall we? We started off, though, on... coming off the Ed Koch here off the lower roadway for the 59th Street exit. That's a little busy. When is that never an issue? Queensboro Bridge probably about 10:15. 5th at 49th, 7th at 34th looks good. South on the drive here, heavy at 127, and then it really eases up into the around right here at 96th Street, we'll call it. Then the FDR Drive of the Brooklyn Bridge is fine. This is West Street at the Intrepid. Henry Hudson 96th is good, and the Henry Hudson at 125 southbound is coming towards us, so that looks great. Coming off the George Washington Bridge, finally grab a break there. We'll head out to Queens, and let's check out this Belt Parkway this morning at 158. That looks good. BQE at Broadway is fine. This is the Grand Central heading west here out by St. John's. That's a mess. This is the approach to the Midtown Tunnel, looking at about 20 minutes there. This is the LIE both ways at Queens Boulevard. That is going to be a heavy ride. That's heading westbound here this morning. And the Jackie Robinson is a fairly good drive at Forest Park Drive. This is the Van Wyck at the Grand Central. That's a mess. This is the LIE, the ramp to the BQE. Unfortunately, showing more of the cemetery and the LIE than it is the BQE, but nonetheless, Van Wyck at Hillside Avenue. Look at that, just bumper to bumper traffic. So let's go to Brooklyn here this morning. We'll focus in on that. We will head over to one of Flatbush is obviously from yesterday. That's not from today. Just golden sunshine. Just a great picture here of the Verrazano. Beautiful blue waters here in the bay. So that's eastbound is heavy here at Flatbush. The ramp off the Gowanus to the BQE is heavy. What else is new? Inbound side of the BQE at Sackett Street is a disaster. And then south here on the BQE, getting out to the Brooklyn Bridge is awfully slow. This is the inbound side up to Atlantic Avenue is heavy. And inbound Gowanus here at 37th. Really no room to move there into the Prospect. What else is new? And this is the southbound BQE on the left coming in towards the Williamsburg Bridge and Metropolitan Avenue. So there's our kind of visual whip around of the 5 boroughs here this morning. Let's jump back over towards the transit situation. We'll check that out in real time, see what's happening. Now we have delays on the R and W trains. That's northbound again. Northbound RW trains running with delays. Effort crews addressed a mechanical problem on train at 34th Street, Herald Square. Okay, watch for that. On the rails, let's take a look at Long Island Railroad. We're clean and green across the board. It looks like the Belmont Park is going to be in operation, obviously, because the Belmont Stakes is tomorrow. Hopefully, some of that rain will alleviate and I'll make for a very sloppy track, but we shall see. I believe that race kicks off at like 6:37, somewhere around there. I think it just depends on when NBC is going to show the race. I think the Kentucky Derby wasn't until closer to like 7 o'clock. This seems like it's getting later and later. They might as well just put the damn thing in prime time, right, at 8 o'clock. So Metro North, we're looking good across the board. That substitute busing on the Pascagoula Valley line is to be looked at. Let's take a look at Long Island, and we're still dealing with this crash on westbound Sunrise Highway. This is this is a new one at Carlton Avenue and Connecticut Avenue. Let's just see if we can see anything with the cameras there. Very brief check there. 8:31 is our time, and just want to switch the banner again. This half hour or 15 minutes is really brought to you by Travels with Darlie, my good friend Darlie Newman, there with her wonderful program, Travels with Darlie, on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and Ovation TV's Journey. You can find more information with Darlie at darlie-newman.com. Let's go back to Sunrise Highway now. Let's check out this action, and it's really getting worse now. Let's just check this out. Let's see what wow, look at that. Ouch. That's not good, heading out to the Heckscher Parkway. Oh, there's two cameras here. I think this is the merge here. Yeah, that's west on the left, obviously. Check out the second camera. Let's go to the videotape, as Warner Wolf said. Aha, there it is. So there's the crash at the merge here this morning. The bird cam, as my friends over at Inform are calling it. Say big hello over to my my good buddy Omar. Haven't seen you out in a long time. We're going to get together for lunch. Unfortunately, the bus is arriving here this morning, so that's I don't like that. Okay, so we got two left lanes are shut. Hopefully, no one's seriously injured, but seeing that ambulance is, ominous, but certainly a serious situation when the ambulance shows up. So let's just stay with this in real time for a second. Let's just see if they follow. I see that DOT vehicle is going to move here. Where that they go. Thinking because it's maybe because it's called the bird cam is possibly because it's a fixed camera, and because I think they would have moved the camera over unless they don't want to show what the situation is with this crash, which is very possible. They certainly do that from time to time, but you can see our delay. Oh, that's Johnson Avenue. This is over by Smithtown Avenue. Again, that's barely even moving, and Carlton Avenue. So that's where it's really at the merge. The Oakdale Bohemia merge is where this crash is. So really getting hit hard here on the south shore of the island. But other than that, we're going to go out to the island. It's settling down fairly nicely. Sunrise Highway, Southampton. That's the usual drill there out of Hampton Bays. Westbound LIE is heavy in towards Vets Highway into 111 is a little bit sluggish, but thinning out. And then we're fine through 135, heading all the way out until you get to 39. From 39 to 36, and Shelter Rock is busy. Both ways of the southern state is crowded here from 17 on over to, I'd say just about exit 22. And then west into 135 is also going to be a very busy ride this morning. Let's go to Connecticut. We'll check out our delays. As I said, this was going to ease out. I'm pretty much right on schedule. So we'll put the delay at about 18 down through about 5, and then south on the Merritt is a little busy into 41, then heavier from 39 out to exit 36. Let's just take a quick check of the incident page for the Hudson Valley. For Connecticut, I should say. See what the vibe is there. Just delays with no incidents. Okay, so that's good news. You did see the situation on gosh, I just lost my place. Where am I going? Ugh. The situation with the delays, I should say, in southwestern Connecticut. Let's take a look at the Hudson Valley now. See if this is settled down in any capacity. Wow, look at all this. Are you kidding me? What is all of this? So there's debris north on the thruway just before 84 in Newburgh. Again, that's in Newburgh by exit 17. Thruway in Orange County, left lane shut after 16. That's a crash. The Beacon Bridge, we have everything open, but still some heavy traffic there from earlier crash. Broken down vehicle on the Sawmill south into 17. Watch for that. That's on the shoulder. We have 35 west in Somers at Wood Street. We've got a crash there. And then 100A approaching Secor Road in Greenberg. We got the shoulder out of service as well. And then Route 6 heading east at 9W. The shoulder is out. Broken down vehicle again on 6 approaching Route 9. Another broken down vehicle south up by the Croton Reservoir Bridge along the Taconic. What is going on with the parkways and everything happening? It's really just popping off here in lower Westchester. Wow. Or Westchester County. So eastbound 287 is heavy here into White Plains out of Elmsford, both ways of the Hutch, busy south of 287. New England Thruway is fine. And then obviously, typical delays here north on the Hutch is getting in towards Weaver Street. Tappan Zee Bridge Thruway in Rockland is cleared out really nicely. Palisades is fine. So is the Thruway until you get north of Woodbury. And 16. You know what? Let's just go back to the cameras here. Again, we only have a little less than about 10 minutes left in the broadcast this morning. But let's just go over here to American Gladiators for you. Let's there are no cameras there. Between 15 and 16. So I thought that there was a camera here at 16. It was in the wrong spot, Smitty. This is too far south. That's not going to show us anything. Okay. So watch for that. About a 10-minute backup there just north of the Woodbury Commons. Beacon Bridge is finally cleared out on 84. 84 all the way through Port Jervis. We're looking good. 84 into Brewster. West a little bit heavy there at 684, but 684 is going to be fantastic. All right, we're going to finish up back in to New Jersey. You just want to check out what else we've got going on here this morning. We still have this overturned tractor trailer. That's the biggest issue. And then 195 east of exit 2 in Hamilton. The shoulder is closed there. We'll just check that out because I know there is a camera in that location. Let's just do this. That camera out. Let's see what that is here. So the shoulder and really the right lane. Again, the right lane and shoulder are going east on 195. So looking at some police activity there. So just a little bit banged up here this morning, just east of 295. So please look for that. Let's go over to that issue in Hunterdon County, shall we? And then we'll get a check of our Hudson's. Again, looking at about 30 to 40 minutes here west on 78 coming into the 31 interchange with an overturned, flipped over tractor trailer. It's been out there for some time. So the better play is if you can get onto Route 22, you can make your approach here, passing Cryans here this morning on Beaver Avenue, and then take that jug handle here and then get back on to 78. That'll get you around most of these delays here. Pretty much can avoid it altogether. Looks like we're starting to fit it out by Clinton Honda. But again, you're probably seeing a lot of traffic getting off at Cokesbury Road this morning, and even Cokesbury Road. I think that's why this is as busy as it is, because people are, that's exactly, people are just banging off this exit ramp here and heading south to merge with the Route 22. Be careful. This is just one lane here. It's a country road. You got to be real careful. Maybe it's better that there's more traffic on there. It'll slow people down, but take your time. If you're traveling, I'd say both ways here into Route 31, give yourself a minimum of 30 extra minutes both ways. 30 minutes. Trust me when I tell you, it depends on what was in the back of that truck, what kind of truck. Could it be extended into the mid-morning or even afternoon hours? So again, at least 30 minutes both ways in 78 into Route 31. Other than that, the parkway looks good. But the bigger issue here is still this whole mess of traffic along 19, the turnpike. And this is all exiting 4 North Avenue, getting out to the port this morning. Maybe all of our truck drivers decided to bring their deliveries back to the port or the empty containers all at the same time, because this is absolutely hammered. Just to get through this section of Elizabeth is probably going to run you almost an hour. If you're heading out to Jersey Gardens Mall, just take it off the list for right now, because you're never going to get out there. It's going to take you forever. Or heading out to IKEA. I mean, it is just really bad traffic here in the Elizabeth area along the turnpike, and 19, 81, 13A is just a train wreck, just a disaster of traffic. I'm going to quickly show you the camera there because we are just about ready to wrap up things here for the morning. We're going to go Turnpike, and we want to go. That's the Parkway. Turnpike is what I wanted. Yes, sir. We go here at 13A. That's 13A. I can't. That's the one I wanted. So say here it is, North Avenue, Dowd Avenue. That's all that traffic heading over towards the port and IKEA here this morning. I mean, that's not even moving. I think it's just so many cars, so many tractor trailers all heading out to the port. That could be well over 2 hours trying to get through that section. That is really, really bad. So 2 hotspots, one in New Jersey, 2 in New Jersey, 1 here. Give yourself at least another 90 minutes plus here. And especially if you're trying to get to the airport this morning, be careful, because this is what you're going to sit in. Even if you're trying to go further north to 14 to get off of the airport, but 13A is also an exit for the airport as well. The better play, if you're watching us further south here, let's say in Middlesex County this morning, stay with the Parkway and get off on Route 22 and head east on 22. You're going to see some traffic on 19, but it's not bad because the entrance to EWR is right there. So I would stick with the Parkway, or even 19 is going to be the much better ride coming up out of Middlesex into the Elizabeth and Newark Airport areas. Into Union and Essex County is going to be the much easier ride. All right. So with that said, we want to thank our sponsor here for this half hour, Darley Newman. Again, you can find her program on Wonder of Amazon Prime, PBS Create, as well as Ovation TV's Jury. And for more information, go to her website, darley-newman.com. Definitely give her a follow on Instagram as well as on Twitter. Very active. And again, make sure you check out this weekend her newest program on NJPBS. That is Look Up with Darley, all about beautiful Newark, New Jersey. And if anybody on Monday can tell me if they've seen the program on this weekend, how many different hats that Darley wears. She has an amazing collection of hats, very stylish hats, I got to say. Love the hats on Darley. How many different hats does Darley wearing in this show? A lot of fun kind of paperboy hats and things like that. Always like that look with the hat. But I digress. Anyway, so make sure you check out her program. Also, head on over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for this weekend. Get some great ice cream if you are in the Cranford, New Jersey area. All right. So with that said, we are going to wrap up here again early, as I mentioned. Make sure you join me on the New Jersey Morning Show on NJ On Air. That's on Facebook as well as onto Twitter and YouTube. Also on their webpage, njonair.com. Make sure you go to that page there and you'll be able to see the New Jersey Morning Show going to get started here in about 17 minutes or so. So with that said, we're going to wrap up the broadcast here for Friday. Have a fantastic Friday. Get out and enjoy. Get well, Alexandra. We'll see you back here on the broadcast on Monday. And Anna, enjoy the relay there for the Special Olympics. Amazing operation. A terrific job that those volunteers and folks do for Special Olympics with the torch run. So if you're able to get some video, that'd be fantastic. Again, email it to me at tristatetrafficshow@gmail.com. We'll put that in the show for Monday. So you have a fantastic weekend, and everybody else have a great, enjoyable, safe weekend. And we'll see everybody back here in the traffic center on a Monday morning at 7 a.m. See you later.